Outsourcing payroll services can be a great solution for small businesses. But what should you look for when choosing a payroll outsourcing provider? This guide will walk you through the basics of outsourcing your company's payroll. Read on to learn everything you need to know about outsourcing payroll services. What is outsourcing payroll services? Outsourcing payroll services can be effective for any business, big or small. The process includes all activities related to paying staff, from maintaining employee records and computing wages through the distribution of paychecks or bonuses. Hiring out these responsibilities makes it possible to reduce costs and save time. What can payroll functions be outsourced? Payroll functions can be outsourced to third-party providers who specialize in managing payroll and tax compliance for businesses. Outsourcing payroll functions can relieve the burden of managing payroll in-house and help ensure compliance with applicable laws and regulations. The following payroll functions can typically be outsourced: setting up an employee payroll account, collecting all necessary personal information for processing the individual's payroll, setting up payment methods, establishing the desired payment method for the company, involving automatic payments, direct deposits, or paychecks, withholding of all applicable income and payroll taxes, deducting a portion of an employee's salary or wage payments to cover federal, state, and local taxes, remitting payroll taxes to the tax department, submitting the taxes that were withheld from an employee's paycheck to the appropriate tax authorities. Employers are responsible for collecting and remitting payroll taxes on behalf of their employees. Managing any applicable employee deductions, such as health insurance and workers' compensation, and recording these in the employee's pay stub. Managing any end-of-year tax forms and declarations. Preparing, filing, and submitting various tax-related documents to the relevant tax authorities at the end of the tax year. How do outsourcing payroll services work? Whether you run a large business or a small operation, outsourcing your payroll has many advantages. For starters, it saves time and money and offers peace of mind knowing experts handle the job for you. The general process for outsourcing payroll services is as follows. 1. Agree on terms of engagement. The business has confirmed and submitted a detailed list of what is expected from both parties and how much it will cost for each party to confirm their agreement through signing documents spelling out all details, including prices up front, so there can be no misunderstandings later down the line. 2. Ensure all essential registrations are in place. The payroll outsourcing provider will ensure that your business fully complies with all necessary registrations and licenses. 3. Acquire necessary employment and business information. The payroll outsourcing provider will require access to all employee information necessary to manage employee payroll. 4. Process payroll at regular intervals. Payroll processing should be done at regular intervals. The frequency will depend on what's allowed by law. Still, many companies choose bi-weekly because it ensures tax withholding is completed each pay period correctly. 5. Report to the client as agreed. Reports should be made regularly from payroll outsourcing providers so they can keep an eye on business performance. 6. Remit taxes and contributions on a regular basis. The payroll outsourcing provider will submit payments and any necessary documentation to the tax authorities, ensuring that your company complies with all local regulations. What are the advantages and disadvantages of outsourcing payroll services? When considering outsourcing payroll services, weighing the pros and cons is essential. We've come up with a list of potential benefits and drawbacks for your perusal. Time. Pro. Outsourcing payroll services give you valuable time in your workday. You'll feel less stressed about that massive to-do list since someone else will take care of it. It gives you a more strategic perspective for the organization as well as an extra layer of efficiency. Con. The more work that needs to be done in advance, the more time and money you'll need to spend on implementing a new system, and the longer it will take. Cost. Pro. Outsourcing payroll services can save companies money when they can process it themselves instead of investing in the necessary equipment and software for processing. There's no need to spend time teaching new employees how to do things properly, and you'll never have an under or overpaying incident. Con. The cost of outsourcing payroll services can be anywhere between $10 to $85 per month, depending on your needs. A few integrations may also incur an additional charge for their functionality. Consider outsourcing if you're looking for a cost-effective way to handle your payroll. Compliance. Pro. HR and payroll departments spend full time on compliance-related activities, from tracking regulatory proposals to creating new policies. The best way is by outsourcing payroll services and HR services so they can handle compliance for your company with ease, saving time spent on paperwork. Con. Failing to pay taxes can have serious consequences for your company, including fines and penalties. Outsourcing payroll services will calculate and file your taxes for you. The provider will keep things simple on the reporting end so that no time goes wasted in waiting around or wondering if they were done correctly. What is payroll processing? Payroll processing is the process of managing employee payments, including inputting them into payroll software. Many taxes need attention when processing paychecks, which can get complicated quickly without professional assistance. Payroll software is an excellent way for small business owners to organize their work and ensure payroll compliance. 8 steps to process payroll processing. Payroll processing is the process of managing employee payments, including inputting them into payroll software. If you're wondering how processing employee payroll works, there are 8 basic steps from start to finish. Step 1. Choose a payroll system. There are 3 basic payroll systems: manual payroll, outsourced payroll, and payroll software. Most offer everything from basic payroll assistance to additional payroll services. If your company has a lot of employees or is overgrowing, it may need more complex features for them to receive paychecks on time. Step 2. Create a payroll policy. Check your local labor laws and overtime rules before creating a payroll policy. The most common violation is unpaid hours, which can happen by accident when you don't know the rules. Pay dates, including the length of each pay period, and when you pay employees after that. Step 3. Gather employee information. Documents will give you each employee's personal information, social security number, and tax filing status. If your payroll has healthcare coverage or retirement savings plans, documentation shows approval of additional deductions. If you plan to offer direct deposit, now is the time to get employee consent and collect their banking information. Step 4. Set up direct deposit. Direct deposit is a great way to ensure your employees get paid on time and in full. Be sure all necessary information, including account numbers, is given before moving forward, otherwise, delays may come. Step 5. Establish a time tracking system. Require employers to track manually and ask them immediately when they clock in or out. Otherwise, you might try time tracking software that holds on an employee's timesheet so it can be accurately recorded afterward. Step 6. Collect employee timesheets. It's now the perfect opportunity to import them into your payroll software. This will save some valuable work hours and make sure all employees are compensated appropriately. Step 7. Approve and submit employee payroll. Approval is a chance to make sure all hours worked match and are accurate so that when payments go out, they will be correct with no mistakes or errors. Step 8. Report and update payroll records. Update records and make sure you've withheld income from employees. You are also responsible for contributing taxes according to the law. What is payroll software? Payroll software is a system used by businesses to automate the process of payroll. It can be used to calculate employee wages, withhold taxes, and generate payroll reports. When selecting payroll software for a business, consider your needs and the features offered by each system. Payroll software features. Payroll services offer a variety of features and tools that streamline payroll processing for small businesses. Here are some of the most valuable attributes. Unlimited payroll processing. Payment options, direct deposit, paper checks, and prepaid debit cards. Payroll tax. Year-end tax forms. On-demand pay. Paid time off management. Employee self-service. Mobile access. HR services. Pros of payroll software. Whether you are a small or large business, payroll software can be an invaluable tool that streamlines your employees' payroll and HR processes. Make changes easily. Managers and leadership teams at your business can easily change payroll operations through this tool. If anything needs tweaking, authorized users can open up their software package without boundaries preventing them from accessing this information immediately. Control internally. In-house payroll systems ensure that only the appropriate employees can access and view information stored on these platforms without worrying about third parties poking around their finances. Access easily. Mobile-first design ensures that all your employees have a seamless experience accessing information in real time, saving you time and money. Maintain vendor relationships. The software vendor can help with automatic updates or provide other types of services, such as adding different kinds of service modules. Cons of payroll software. Payroll software makes it easier than ever to manage employee payment and benefits while also reducing paperwork. However, there are some potential drawbacks that employers should consider before implementing this solution in their organization. Spend much time to learn. A HR department may take longer than an outside service provider to learn how to use payroll software. Be responsible for mistakes. Internal people can end up missing forms or getting numbers wrong, and it's the responsibility of your business to fix these mistakes, which could be time-intensive. Fee attached to payroll software products. When companies look at the fees attached to payroll software products, they need to ensure that these are not excessive in terms of what value they will give back. Top tips on finding a company to assist with outsourcing payroll services. Company's reputation. It's essential to work with an excellent company with solid customer service and high ratings in the business. In addition, make sure they offer services explicitly tailored towards companies. Additional HR services. Ensure they offer additional HR services. You'll want to ensure that these types of offerings come to standard to meet and exceed employee expectations. Information security. Payroll is typically processed electronically, meaning the necessary protections for employee data must be in place. All businesses should do their due diligence when it comes time to protect themselves against potential compromises of confidential information. Regulatory compliance capabilities. You want to ensure that your company follows the latest regulations and guidelines. Ask about their compliance capabilities to avoid any costly surprises down the road. When interviewing potential providers, it is vital to have a list of questions prepared before meeting with them. Outsourcing payroll services can be a great decision for your business. It can help you save time and money while freeing resources to focus on other aspects of your company. Contact us if you have any questions about outsourcing payroll services or would like assistance finding a provider that's right for you.